Hey, Wolby fan here. Doing a little quick video. I went to Fan Expo Canada last night or yesterday. I met up with 74 Screw Gun. We had a really good time. It was a lot of people there. It was nice seeing Screw Gun. Haven't seen him for a while. I've talked to him on the phone off and on, and yeah, I think we had. I'm sure he had a good time. He brought his son. First time I met his son. Seems like a nice kid. Very quiet. He was just bit listening to the two old men just freaking yammering on, and joking around or whatever, and yeah. So I apologize if this video is kind of off. I'm using my cell phone this time. I'm not at home. I apologize for this light if there's lighting's a little bit off and that, and if the missus is snoring because she's in the other room sleeping. I don't know why I'm up at 8 o'clock in the morning. But anyway, so I'll show some of the stuff that I picked up. And there's at the end of this video, I also apologize because I tried a new device too. I picked up a set of, excuse me, a set of camcorder glasses. Didn't spend a whole ton of money, but it was the first time using them, and I did go through the videos to make sure that I didn't leave them on by mistake and go to the bathroom. But there's a little dizzying, shall we say. Try to get an effect of how the show was and how many people there were, and some of the, just wandering around, not saying much, just to just so you guys can take it all in. I'll post a few of those at the end of the video. I won't post all of them, but because yeah, it's basically all the same stuff. It's just me wandering around, not saying anything. So, and I hope you guys can hear me because, like I say, I've never used this. I've always used an actual camcorder. So, so yeah. So anyway, this is what I picked up. Actually, before I start even doing that, hold on, let me set this thing up. I don't have a base for it. I'm balancing it on a book, or using a book to hold it up. There we go. Okay. So these are those goofy little glasses. Right? You got your all your controls on this side, and it plugs directly into your computer. You can throw an SD card, a mini SD card in here. I've got a 16 gig in it. It's supposed to be VGA quality, based on the computer that I was using to check out the videos. I don't think it was the camera. I think it was just the way my wife has her computer set up for her screen. So like it looked really dark in that, but yeah, because it doesn't project its own light. It's just it just uses the ambient light around. So, but they were kind of cool, just for shits and giggles. It was like I bought it on gearbest.com, and it was like shipped. Well, it was like $7 plus shipping. So I figured anything's better than nothing, just to see if how I liked it. I'll buy a better pair later, but but it worked pretty good. It's good for about an hour and a half. The battery length is a lot long. And it's got a nickel metal hydride battery in it, or lithium battery, I should say. So you don't have to put batteries in it. Just got to put a memory card in it. And away you go. It does pictures and video and sound and whole 9 yards. And just plug and play right into your computer. No screwing around, no downloading or installing stuff. So, anyway, that's that. I'll shut up about that now. One thing I did get last year, my buddy bought it for me, and it works really, really well. And I suggest for people who go to a lot of shows to pick something up like this. This is not going to be easy to see, but it's just a goofy little case. It's actually tablet case. It's solid, and you can actually strap it and everything. So, you know, does have a hook slot. Why, I have no idea. Unless you don't have any, tables, and you just want to hang your laptop on the wall. But it's got pockets for other little things in there. I haven't put much in there, but whatever, right? Key if you want to lock it. I don't know how much these go for. It's from the company name is Vista. So I want to try to grab another couple of these anyway. Apparently you can't. I haven't seen these up here. Oh, there goes the phone. Sorry. My buddy's a truck driver, and he, travels the states and stuff. So he saw it. He grabbed one for a couple for himself. Grabbed one for me. He knew I go to a lot of shows, so that was kind of cool. Anyway, so I'm gonna start off with the things I missed. I went specifically to get some comic sign, but I missed out. Some didn't. Frank Miller didn't show. He was supposed to be there, or either I missed him or he didn't show. At his booth, they just said drop off all books for signing for CGC, and that was it. So I checked a couple of times to see if he was going to be there at all. They didn't. I didn't see him, so I kind of missed out on that deal. So what I was going to get signed was I was going to get my Daredevil Man Without Fear issue 1 done. All right, pretty cool. I found out that he actually did the cover for ROM, so I figured I'd get my ROM Space Knight 1 done. You guys seen that one in another video, because I paid like $5 for that one. And then I was gonna get him to sign my Daredevil 181 done, but unfortunately I hadn't had the chance. But you saw that was another video too. That was $10. I lucked out. And then Joe Quesada was there. I missed him too. Same thing with his booth. He just said he'd be at a certain location at a certain location. Didn't specify a time. When I was I was in line getting other autographs and stuff like that, I missed, and I was in a different building because the way Fan Expo does it, there's 2 buildings. You got to cross over a bridge, like an internal bridge, and to go to I guess not tower, but building 1 and building 2, north and south buildings. And I was in the south building, and I forgot about him being around. And well, I'm stuck in line, right? Like, I'm waiting an hour and a half in line already. I'm not gonna leave, and I had another friggin' half an hour wait. So I wasn't gonna leave and run across, through. I mean, you had to go up to like 4 escalators and across a bridge and down 2 escalators to get to the second each building. It's like, it would take you 45 minutes or half an hour just to get from one side to the next. And by the time you weaved in and out of all the crowd, so yeah, I forgot about it, unfortunately. So I was gonna get my Ninjak 1 done anyway, but hopefully he'll be around. He's a young enough guy. We'll see him soon, maybe. And then because Kevin Smith was supposed to be there, and he was doing a similar thing, but he never even showed up on the floor. Jason Mewes was there. I figured they would be together, but it was based on what the website was saying, and even the schedule on this show program. They kind of said, okay, he'll be here, but a lot of time you would assume, I guess, that they have a spot on the floor that you can go see them and then do the private signings and stuff like that separately, right? But anyway, so I missed out on Kevin Smith as well, but I wanted to get this one done because it had both Quesada and Smith work on it, right? So because Smith wrote it and Quesada drew it, so I thought it was kind of we kind of need to get the two of them on that, but I missed out. So those were my miss outs. That's okay, you know. I did get a bunch of things that I wasn't expecting, and I kind of lucked out, so it kind of made up for a little bit. So, but one of them was I didn't know, I knew they had it, but I wasn't sure if I was going to get it. But the the missus, she likes the Turtles, so I bought Turtles Universe 1. It's a Fan Expo exclusive, so I like to know how many like print runs and stuff like that on the exclusives. I know some of them are pretty high, but I know some of them are pretty low too. And not that I'm a huge on DC. I mean, I like DC, but you know, like I say, back in the day, you buy on a budget, so you pick one side or the other. Nowadays, I don't buy much new because I like some of the older stuff. You know, I'm just trying to complete runs. But anyway, I picked up a sketch variant Fan Expo exclusive, which doesn't say on the cover, which I'm kind of surprised about. But it's the Dark Knight Master Race book 4, and I believe it's the Jansen cover. And yeah, so I've looked online. I can't find it anywhere listed that even shows this cover in a sketch. I only see it in a color. So I don't know because it's newer or whatever, but it'd be kind of interesting to find out. I believe I did find out somewhere, and I don't remember where I saw it, that it was only one of 1,000. So if that's the case, not a lot of people have been buying them because, well, they don't know, right? Because every booth I went to, there was a stack of them. So, but if it turns out it's only one in 1,000, and those are the ones I like to get, is the really low print run, and especially if I can get it for a good price. I got that for $15 Canadian, and the same with the Turtles book. It was $15. The only comic book that I actually purchased, besides not the only comic book. I bought 2 other ones, but I picked up another Spider-Woman #1, and I got it for $15. It's in actually pretty good shape. Got a little ding here, and then a little bit of discoloration from the staple. A little bit of a bend there. But all in all, like, it's really nice. I haven't taken it out of the bag yet. I mean, by the time I got home, I'm not at home actually. I'm at the cottage, but so I had a little bit of a drive coming out of Toronto. By the time I got back to the cottage, it was like, almost 10 o'clock at night, and it's like I just want to sit to have a couple of drinks and relax. So that's the comic book side. Now for signatures that I went after. My grandmother bought this new, and because William Shatner was there. It's beat up a little bit, you can see, because I read it. Don't remember reading it, but I did read it. My grandmother actually bought it for me when it was new, in '94. And it says, "To Mark Allen Edward Bambi." Yes, that's my name. Christmas 2000. Well, she must have got it a couple years later. But anyway, it's a 1994 first edition. So from Love from Nana. And then he signed it. It says, I think something Mark, and then that's supposed to be William Shatner. I know it was he signed it because I was there. So I don't know. Anyway, it works. That was kind of interesting too, because I go up to the guy and I say, "Oh," he goes, "Oh, how are you?" And he says, "Oh, so I said to him, 'I'm fine. How are you?' He goes, 'Oh, I'm good.' He said, 'So are you enjoying the show?' And he looks at me and he grunts, and hands me back the book signed. I thought that was kind of funny. I'm going, yeah, you don't want to be there, but the money's there, right? All good. Anyway, I'll carry on. So, I had, where is it? Oh yeah, oh, sorry, I kind of lost my place there for a second. So I wandered around, trying to find an action figure of Doc Brown, because Christopher Lloyd was there, or is there this weekend. And I figured that would be kind of cool. Paid $10 for this. I was going to get it signed, and I didn't. But what I did do was instead, you know, because he wanted like $80 for a signature, so did William Shatner. But I figured what I would do was I got a picture instead, and it had Michael J. Fox on it and Einstein. Don't know the dog's real name, but anyway. So anyway, he signed it, and I talked to him for a few minutes, shook his hand. It was kind of cool. And as you know, like some of my past videos, I've got some pictures and with signatures and stuff. So all these are going to go in frames, which I haven't done yet because I don't have a frame for it. They're going to go in the man cave slash bar slash game room in the basement once I get it all set up. And then that'll be a video too. Once I get everything put together the way I want, because I got to build some display cases first, and for those masks that I showed. Once I get everything set up the way I like it, I'm going to do a video, and you guys can let me know what you think. So anyway, yeah, so Christopher Lloyd, and then if Michael J. Fox ever comes to Canada, or if I'm ever in the States around the time where he's at a show, or if he does shows, I'll get him to sign it here too, and then that way I'll have the two of them all in one. And I won't ask Einstein because A, he's either dead, and dogs don't sign anything. So anyway, so that's what I got for from Christopher Lloyd. So I'll put that down before I destroy it. Okay, next, because I'm a Firefly fan, and I'm sure there's a few of you out there too. Let me grab it. I had bought, same idea. These guys were together. I bought Alan Hydek's action figure for Hoban Washburn, and unfortunately I got all bent because I had them together. They're in my backpack. I guess, you know, I was trying to keep them safe, but apparently I fucked up. So anyway, I was gonna get it signed too, and I did the same thing as I did with Christopher Lloyd. I got him to sign a photo, right, with him as Wash, and it says to Mark, and a leaf on the wind. Oh, I am a leaf on the wind, Alan Tudyk. And I giggled when he wrote that because I remember hearing the line, but I don't remember what episode. I know it was kind of a saying, right? And it's been a long time since I've seen the show, because yeah, there's all kinds of new shows, right? But I'm gonna go back and watch it again, trying to figure out where it came from. So that was kind of cool. It was $55 for his signature and his pick, so I was happy. I talked to him for a few minutes too. He was kind of cool, you know, funny guy. So yeah, so I'll have some decent stuff in my basement. And next one is there we go, Rob Polson. And I just got a photo, and well, because I'm, like everybody knows, I'm a G.I. Joe fan. I had my G.I. Joe DVD cover done, or movie cover done, and then he goes to Mark, Yo Joe, Rob Polson, Snow Job, because that was the character he did, Rob Polson. So it was the least beat up DVD case cover that I had. So, and I knew that he was in this one. So yeah. So I got that done, and that's gonna go back on my DVD case, and it's gonna go on my display case. And that's what he looks like. Melanie thinks he looks like a young Christopher Lloyd, and I think he does too. You know, I couldn't tell because he didn't have his hat off. So actually, no, he did. Yeah, so he has more hair than Christopher Lloyd. So anyway, he did the voice of Pinky, Donatello, and Yakko. He's done a number of characters. He's in a whole list. So he goes, then he goes, "Hey Mark, Rob Polson." So I'm gonna get some frames and put these all in frames. And so he was kind of a cool guy. I talked to him for quite a while actually. He came up and down the line and shook everybody's hands before he came down to do the signings and stuff, to see how everybody was doing and how long we waited, and it was kind of cool. So yeah, I missed out. I wasn't thinking about it. Thought about it before, but then started talking, and then I left, and I'm going, oh crap. Apparently he can record your your outgoing message on your phone for you for nothing, and I should have had it done. I should have, but so he asked me who my favorite characters were, and I said, well, I love all cartoons because I'm a dork. So and I said, but yeah, no, all the stuff, and I was wearing my GI Joe T-shirt, and so he thought that was kind of funny and kind of cool. And I said, what the missus loves Donatello, and then so I so yeah, so he said told me to tell her Donatello says hi. So that was pretty cool. So the last thing is, I hope this isn't going too long. I can't see the time on the phone because it's propped up. I went down an Artist Alley, and I saw Ryan Stegman, and it was $60. It was worth every penny, and I wish I could do it myself, but I got a Wolverine 5-minute sketch done, and he had it on his phone, and he was timing it, and it took him 5 minutes to do this. Well, how insane is that? I mean, I know it's just a quick sketch, but Jesus, man, I can't do, anything like that in 5 minutes. I'd be still working on the nose. Yeah, there you go, Stigman. So this is going to definitely go in a frame too, and that to be in my basement. Oh, yeah, so that was Fan Expo. 74 screw gun was there with me when I had that done, and yeah, it was kind of neat. So yeah, him and I kind of like when zigzagged around, and we split up a little bit and did our own thing. We had certain times for certain people, and he was getting Stanley's signature, and his son wanted Kevin Conroy, so he went and did that. So we were all in different lines, still shooting the shit over the phone, but so we weren't totally together every single minute, but because you got things you want to do too, right? And not everybody wants to do the same thing, so that worked out good. We got lost, then we found each other again, so it was kind of cool. So I'm gonna put a couple of the vids from those glasses on the end of this. I do apologize. It is kind of shaky and a lot of head turning because there's so many people in there. I'm trying to bounce around people and try to take in everything, and head movements really quick. Not used to it. First time I've used it, so I apologize for the dizziness you're gonna get. But and the picture quality too, because I tried it at home, but I didn't have good lighting. Like you can't you're not gonna walk around with a flat lighting systems and stuff like that, so you can have the perfect shot. So it might be a little dark in certain spots because they're bright in other spots. So bear with it. It is a $10 camera for what it is. I did a really good job. So anyway, that's the vid. Hope you enjoy, and we'll be fan out.